Ben, thanks very much for joining us on Seagulls TV on the eve of another VFL season. Before we get into the season itself, how did you spend your off-season? Were you able to get a good break in?
Yeah, a bit of a break. I had a bit of a delayed honeymoon, so myself and Jane headed off to the States for a couple of weeks as soon as the season kind of wrapped up, which was really nice. And then back from that was kind of just, getting myself a few bumps and bruises from the season gone last year, so trying to get myself back in a good shape, which has kind of been able to come to fruition at this time of year, which is nice.
And you mentioned the United States, your right-hand man. For many years, Cam Lockwood's obviously retired from VFL football and over there living the dream. But you've got three new vice-captains in Ed Carr, Adam Marcon and Willie Wheeler. What can you tell us about what they're going to bring to the club?
Yeah, a lot. As I said, I think Cam's influence both on me as a person and player will be something that I think I'll look back on in years to come and say he certainly played a part in moulding the person that I am, and it will certainly be different not having him around the footy club this year. But so I can't speak highly enough of Ed, Adam or Willie in regards to their ability to complement both my strengths and bring their own individual assets to the table to make our leadership group as a whole extremely well rounded. And ensure that we've got all aspects of the club kind of covered, which is good.
This is your sixth straight season as Williamstown captain. I believe that also ties you with Jerry Callahan as most years captain of the club. Just must be a huge honour for you again to lead this great group.
Yeah, it is, and I think you hit the nail on the head with great group and honour, because they're the two things. I'm very fortunate to have such an excellent playing group who barely give me an inch of trouble or anything like that. They're always pretty compliant, and the honour of captaining this great footy club is something that it's never lost on me.
The club's been incredibly successful in your time here, but what do you think are the areas maybe on field that the club can improve on this year?
I think they've gone a long way to addressing that through the off season actually. We probably had a list last year that was very good down to about 25 players, which meant there wasn't a great deal of pressure on each week to kind of play senior football. They've certainly addressed that concern, and we bat very, very deep this year. So all lines on the footy field really have 7 or 8 players vying for those positions each week, which can only improve the playing group as a whole.
Feels like the build-up to this season's been even longer than usual, and playing on Easter Monday, you've got the last game of the entire round one. What's the feeling like among the group? They must be just champing at the bit to get out.
Yeah, everyone's got a pretty itchy feet at the moment. It just seems like that with the AFL now 4 rounds in. We're still yet to register a point for our efforts, despite our practice games. Means that I think we're all going to be ready to go come Monday.
Just one final one, Ben. Our round one opponents, Casey, were the team to knock us out of last year's premiership race. Is there any extra motivation going into round one?
I suppose the fact they gave us a bit of a touch-up in the practice games as well. So whether it's any extra motivation, but it's something that we're fully aware of, that I rate this side very, very highly in terms of my own premiership calculations for the sides in the VFL. So we're going to get a pretty good indication first up if we're around the mark or whether we've got a lot of work to do. So probably no extra motivation amongst those things other than playing a really good opponent on our first up hit out.
Well, thanks very much for your time, Ben, and all the best for the season ahead.
No worries, thank you, mate.